Shalom.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going. I'll tell you that
The
much.
first week of the year. How's it been?
Pretty good.
What'd you do?
Well, New Year's, duh.
We need to talk about New Year's.
Yeah, because the episode that came out on New Year's was not recorded on New Year's.
Yeah.
So we could talk about that a little bit.
True.
guess
I was
that's the
wondering what
first
we were
thing.
going to talk about today.
I have a few things in the bag, and one of them popped up when your video popped up, but we'll get to it.
My video?
Yeah, your camera.
Oh,
Get to it.
okay.
Yeah, New Year's at Dale's, as usual.
Yes.
The party hosting house of everything. It was supposed to be dressing fancy.
I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I thought like it would be in your guys' group chat, but I guess it wasn't.
No. Yeah, apparently it was only like Tuesday group.
I don't know. So yeah, come fancy, hang out. The fancy didn't last long. Because
No,
before,
as soon as I showed up, people started changing already.
well, we were fancy because we had dinner before the party, like just our core group of people. Ryan,
like
and,
at the house?
Yeah, Ryan and Connor made dinner before everybody got there, and we were all fancy for
nice.
dinner. And then immediately after dinner, Dale changed.
Nice.
And then we were hanging out for maybe like 30 minutes. We did our little Secret Santa thing that we did or whatever. And then people started getting there. But by the time people started getting there, people were already changing out and into their PJs or whatever, their sweats and stuff. So I think by the time you got there, the only people that hadn't changed were like me and Sophie. I think everybody else had changed by then.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, because I remember you got there and I was still in my jacket or whatever. And then a few minutes after, I said, screw it, and I changed. And I think Sophie did too.
Yeah.
And everybody had their PJs or whatever. We're dancing. And then, yeah. Everybody went to bed at a somewhat reasonable time for once, which was weird. Like, midnight happened. People hung out maybe for like an hour and a half. We played some Secret Hitler. And then some people went to bed and some people didn't. And then
That was a fun game. I should have voted you out, dude.
No,
I should have had you.
You can't vote out Hitler, especially when they win.
You know, whenever I'm in a game with you, I'm gonna vote you out first.
That's what I do with Connor. Like, I don't care if I believe him and he's not fascist or whatever. He's the first person getting voted off just because I'm not gonna trust him. That's just, he's too good at the game. I don't care if he's on my side. I need to get him out.
True.
But
yeah, he's played that game way too much.
So good at it. Yeah, he can count the cards. Like, he knows the ratio of how many fascist policies versus liberal policies. So he's like, okay, we've played this many, and we've claimed that this many were discarded. So that means that this many are left in the pile. So that means that person has to be lying or they're lying. And it's like, okay, I can't argue with you because I also can't count the cards of how many are in there. But also, it kind of ruins the game of the deception and the talking aspect of it. It's like, if he can just show facts and math, it's like, well, dang, bro. I was lying to these people about being Hitler, but then we won anyway.
Dude, I'm so bad at these types of games because I can't do it. I can't lie.
We got Alan to play the other day.
The other day?
At Nicole's birthday.
When was that?
That was
this week?
Yeah, her birthday was on Sunday. So
okay.
Happy late birthday, Nicole. Friend of the show, Nicole. So Davin had this whole thing planned out.
Wait, which Nicole?
Wilkins.
I don't know which one that is.
She's blonde.
Oh, okay. The one, not the one that has the boyfriend.
Yeah, Davin.
Oh, okay. So that's the one I was thinking about.
That is also a singer, musician.
Yeah,
plays
I didn't
piano
know that.
Often.
Oh, yeah, she does play
around
the piano.
Group settings, she's usually playing the piano.
Yeah. I do remember that. Yeah.
So it was her birthday, and Davin went horseback riding with her in the afternoon, and then
that's kind of sick.
she likes trampolines, So her and Davin were gonna go to a trampoline park. That's where
yeah,
all that.
I remember
That's
seeing
where all the
that.
footage was from. Yeah. So
I remember seeing that on your
they
story.
were gonna go to a trampoline park, and then we were all there to surprise Nicole that we were gonna be there as well. So
Nice.
everybody jumped around. I'll throw some of the stupid clips up of everybody trying to dunk. It's kind of funny. Yeah, they had.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, he's at a trampoline park.
Yeah.
Nice. That looks fun.
Yeah, I've never been to one before. So.
Oh, no way.
No, I've never been to one. I mean, I've been on a trampoline, but I've never been to like a trampoline park where they have all that stuff.
How did you like it?
It was fun. I mean, you definitely need more time than the time that you slot for, because you have to give like reservation for like.
Oh, how long were you guys there?
More than our reservation, but they didn't care. Shout out to Big Air employees for not looking at our tags to see what time we should have left.
Nice.
It's like you slot your times for like an hour or 2 hour at a time. You pay for either an hour or 2 hour thing. But it's like you go in and they put like the sticker on you that has like your name and that you're allowed to be in there and that you paid. And it also has like the time you're supposed to be there till. But we didn't care. We just kind of kept jumping around because nobody said anything. So like there's the big open area of all the trampolines and like the wall stuff where you can do flips and whatever and all that junk. Then there's the foam pit, which they say no head first, no backflips, which is kind of pointless to having the foam pit to actually do tricks.
Do you know how to do a backflip?
I can't land I mean, yeah, I could do a backflip. I've never tried to land one on the ground.
No, I mean like on a trampoline.
Yeah,
That's what I'm asking.
I've done a backflip and I've done front flips and twists and whatever. We were doing gainers into the foam pit.
Nice.
And Connor was throwing
Sounds
Declan.
like a bunch of fun.
Connor was throwing hucking Declan into the air. It's hilarious.
Nice.
And then they had like a dodgeball area. So that was fun. And then they had like a laser tag room thing with trampolines in them. There was like some obstacle course thing. And then they had the basketball hoops. Oh, and then they had a bowl.
A bowl?
Like a bowl, like the rodeo, like ride the bowl.
Oh, a bowl.
Bowl, B-U-L-L.
Yeah. I thought
Not
you said
like
bowl.
not like a food bowl. No.
I thought it was just a huge bowl that like I don't know you bounce around in or I don't know.
No. But yeah, they had all that. Everyone had a good time, and then we went back to Dale's and had food and made Pazookies and played Secret Hitler and finally got Alan to play. And Alan's pretty good.
Nice.
Alan's pretty good.
Really?
He was fascist. He's a good liar because Alan's always quiet, so you can't really tell.
Yeah.
He's good. Played 2 rounds of that. People hung out for a little bit more, and then people left. So.
Nice.
And then the rest of my work's mostly been working. So.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, another thing about New Year's Eve is the dessert that was there. Some of the dessert was fire, dude.
Yeah.
I tried your carrot cake like 2 days after because I kept I kept forgetting.
It lasts. I had it.
I had it
like
in the fridge.
It lasts.
I had it in the fridge. It was actually, bro, I didn't even expect it to be that good, but it was actually bomb, dude.
Yeah, bro.
It was actually pretty fire.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, Hunter's like giving me a run for my money, bro.
Yes, sir.
With the bacon.
Yeah.
He's going to come up next and like show me out.
Yeah.
What else did I do?
I don't know.
I didn't do too much this week, but
You don't do much.
I did make a lot of.
That was my next thing that I was gonna ask about, because you have a sewing machine behind you.
Well, you can ask me in a second.
Oh, isn't that what you're gonna bring up?
I will. I mean,
'Cause
eventually.
you were about to say I made a whole you make clothes.
Well, yes, but not for myself.
Okay.
So, this week I made a lot of progress, and I'll tell you why. Is because for the longest time, well, okay, so I started taking my medication on the 31st, and it's actually been helping. I've felt pretty good on
Coolio.
it. So I'm happy about that, and I actually went driving for the first time today. And I didn't completely lose my mind.
How long was the drive?
So, I went to go pick up Theo from school.
Okay.
So, it was maybe 20 minutes in total, back and forth.
Not bad.
And, yeah, I went on the highway and everything. And I had some issues when I first started, I was kind of freaking out. Because my mom called me. She's like, "We're at the beach. I forgot to pick up Theo. Can you go get him?" I'm like, "Can someone else pick him up? Like, is his friend like with him? Can his friend's mom pick him
Yeah.
up or whatever?" Like, I'm like, I'm not ready to drive yet. Like, I didn't feel ready. So I was like, okay, well, I mean,
If I
I
crash,
have
I
to go get him.
crash.
I have to go get him because, like, it's me or nobody
Yeah.
else. Like, there's nobody else to get him. So I'm like trying to work up the courage to get into the car. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Because I haven't driven in like at least a month and a half. Because the last time I drove, I just had this huge panic attack, and I've just been like dreading getting back in the car. Because whenever I get into a car, like even in the passenger seat, I feel like crap. Like even yesterday, me and my mom went to go to the fabric store, and I was just not feeling good. So, anyways, I get in the car and I start driving, and I feel uneasy. Like I'm already anxious. Like my heart rate's kind of already up. Um, and then so I go a couple streets, and then by the time I pass, like there was this one light where I passed and I turned, and then things like kind of shifted, and I kind of felt okay. And I was like praying about it, like on the road, and I was just like, you know what, I can do
You
this.
got the wiggles
So,
out of your system.
well, it's not entirely wiggles, but
You know
yeah,
what I
whatever,
mean. You
whatever.
know what I mean. Like
Yeah, yeah,
the
whatever.
anticipation and like the nervousness, like you let it. It got dropped.
Yeah. So, anyways,
The
so I
G-force
go
from
pick up
that
Theo.
turn made it
The
leave your
G-force, yeah.
body.
Exactly, that's what it was. But then like after that, I went to go get gas, and I was feeling pretty fine there too. And then I drove back home. And then as soon as I got off the highway on the like off ramp, I was like feeling funky. I was like, "Whoa, bro, I need to get home like right now." So it's I made a lot of progress today. I would say I was able to do that, and then maybe I can do more and more and more, and as my medication like actually stabilizes within my body, like for the first 2 weeks ish, it's gonna be like I'm gonna have some issues with it. um but yeah, I think it's been helping a ton. And what else? Oh, so today is my niece's birthday, Mia.
Happy birthday, me.
So she turned
On
one,
the day of
and
recording, which is the 6th for everybody listening.
yeah. And that's actually why the sewing machine is in the back, because I made her a little apron. It's
Oh, for the kitchen thing.
yeah, because she has like this cute little kitchen set that I had put together over Christmas, and she has like a ton of little like a spatula, pots and pans, like a tea set, like all these different things for the kitchen. And I'll show you the fabric that I used.
He's getting the fabric. He's back. That was fast.
So basically, I used this rainbow fabric that
Rainbows.
we went to the
Wow.
the fabric store, and we got this rainbow fabric, and I made her this cute little apron.
There you go.
And yeah, and then I made her like a little dish towel as well. So it goes well with her kitchen. My sister, like, everyone that gave her a gift got her like kitchen stuff. So she got like knives, and then like pots and pans, and then the tea set, and then spatulas and whatever. So that was all like things that she got today, and she was really happy, and she was like saying like, "Wow." Like she doesn't really speak yet, but like she was kind of saying like, "Wow." Because we just kept saying it so much. And then what else? I wrote something else up.
That you made?
No.
That you did over the first week.
So the first one, okay, so the first apron that I made, it went completely horribly wrong. I was like, it took me, because what I did was I was sewing it. You know what? I'll just show you.
Yeah. We are visual. We're absolutely only visual. Not absolutely, but.
It didn't go horribly, horribly wrong. But what I did wrong was, so this is it right here.
Yeah.
Like that's the template.
Yeah.
But what I did wrong was, instead of sewing it like face down, so like this would be on the top, and then sewing it that way, I did it backwards. So the stitching
was on the wrong side.
was on the wrong side because it matters. It matters what face you do
Yeah.
when you sew
I've
it.
sewed an apron
So-
before.
Oh, there you
I
go.
did it in 7th grade for
Like home ec class
home
or
ec.
whatever.
Yeah, I took the wheel, so like it was split up into quarters for the school year. You do like there were 4 things. One of them was home ec, one of them was wood shop, one of them was like arts, which is like
Yeah.
drawing and painting, and then there was one more that I can't remember. I think, or maybe there were only 3. But
Yeah, I remember doing that too. And then I had a cooking class. And
that was the
there
other
was
one.
this.
Cooking. First half was sewing.
There
second
was
was cooking.
this. There was this thing called an orange Julius.
Yes.
And I remember making that and just absolutely loving it, and have never recreated it since.
Did you guys make a
But
little like cookbook too that you kept?
I don't think we did.
We did. I still have
But-
it. I think it's in my desk here. Keep talking. Yeah,
I remember
here it
making
is.
like a. I remember making like a pillow or something back in the
I
day,
remember that.
like sewing a pillow. Speaking
So,
of like sewing,
yeah, here's the menu.
but this orange Julius, dude, I was obsessed with it, and I never got another one. Like I never had another one, but I remember absolutely loving it, and I was like, "Yo, I need to have one of these. Like I need to make this."
You boys.
But I never did it.
Look at this.
Hunter's
Your
recipes.
recipe book from 7th grade. What do we got? We got a mini pizza. We got cinnamon twists.
Yep. Do you have pictures or?
No, they just have like the recipe and the instructions written on it.
Oh,
We
I thought
got
you might like have
Pancakes
drawn
and
something with
orange
it.
Julius.
Nice.
2 cups orange juice, 1 cup ice, 1 cup ice cream, 1 teaspoon vanilla. Blend down medium speed until smooth.
Bro, I might just have to make some.
Chocolate chip cookies. Cornbread. Tacos. And buttermilk biscuits.
Biscuits.
So there you go. I have also not made anything from this book since, but maybe I will now.
Yes, you should.
I'll add these.
That orange-
Maybe I'll add the carrot cake recipe to this book.
There you go. Make the orange Julius one of these days.
Yeah. Next time I have vanilla ice cream.
True. Oh, also, another fun fact is I tried some new teas this week.
Wow.
So I have this rooibos chai, which is a sort of like herbal
Did you just say
chai.
rooibos instead of robust?
No, rooibos. It's like ROOIBOS.
Oh, okay.
It's a type of tea.
Interesting.
It's like a red.
Interesting spelling.
It's like a red tea. I think it's from Africa.
I couldn't tell you anything about tea,
It's okay.
but I believe you.
Yeah, so I have this rooibos chai, and it's kind of like herbally and like kind of it feels red. It just tastes red.
Like a
I don't
red
know
wine, red,
not like a red wine, but like kind of like flowery in a way.
like flowery and
Um,
fruity, or
Not fruity necessarily, but more like almost bitter.
bitter. Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of funky. And then there's this other one that I have. I saw it. I was like, ooh, that one looks good. It's called chocolate puer, like PUERH,
Mhm.
puer. Yeah, and it's this. I don't know what type of tea it is, but it tastes good. And I had it with milk, just like not long ago, and it actually tastes pretty nice. It's like kind of chocolatey. I mean, obviously it's the name, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting and it tastes really good. So I think I'm gonna add the chocolate one to my list. The chai
Your
one,
repertoire?
not the chai one, not so much.
Prefer normal chai.
I prefer the
one
Trader
from
Joe's
Trader
chai.
Joe's or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm expanding my tea
Horizons. Your tea horizons.
my tea horizons.
Tea horizons.
And then also what I did this week was listen to a bunch of sermons by this guy named Vodi Bakum. He's really good. And I played Minecraft.
Nice.
And that was kind of my week.
Sounds like a good.
Oh,
week.
also I've been looking for schools to apply to. So
For
for like school,
Oh, I was gonna
Bible
say
college.
That's right. You mentioned that last week. I was gonna say
So yeah,
schools. I'm like, art degree. What are you trying to do there? Your graphics or? But that I forgot. Like
yeah,
that's right. You said that. Yeah. And you
yeah.
were
I haven't
talking to. I
even.
remember you were talking to Path about it on Sunday a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
So that's kind of what I've been up to.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So I don't know if you saw what I wrote in the chat.
I don't have Discord chat open, but let me look. Mia farts, home improvement riots. Yeah. So we've done Mia
Yes.
farts.
So I'll get to the farts.
Okay.
So okay, do you know this guy named Moist Critical?
No.
Okay, so basically he's this YouTuber. He's pretty big, but he does commentary on like a bunch of different things, like literally anything and everything, just whatever's in the news. And it's not even necessarily political. It's just like whatever's trending. And he was covering this story of a girl who was, do you remember the gamer bathwater?
Yeah,
Like-
freaking what's her name? Belle Delphine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So basically, there's this other chick. I don't know what her name is, but she was doing something similar.
Oh, I
but
know what
instead
you're
of-
talking about. Yeah, I saw this too. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah,
I
but-
remember seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently she was like some actor or whatever, and she was drawing her farts. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like through the clothing or like bare cheeks or like who knows how it was,
If
but
it was not just a scam.
no. So listen, she had to go to the hospital because she was so committed to the craft that all she was eating was protein shakes, beans, and
Yeah,
eggs,
to get it to.
just so she
know.
could have more gas
You see,
built
there's
up.
a way around all of this just to scam everybody, which is just to get the fart spray and just spray it into jars.
That's what I was thinking too. But also, like the dedication to her craft it's kind of commendable.
Would you call it
in
a
a way.
craft?
It's, I mean, at
The
that point,
dedication to her.
at least she's an
form of
honorable
profit?
business. Honorable
That
business
it was
practice.
actually true.
Yeah, she was actually farting in the jars,
Sure. I mean,
which is
if you like that kind of
ridiculous.
thing.
which is ridiculous. I mean, people
People like weird
People
things,
are-
bro.
weird. Yeah,
I'm not going.
people
I'm not gonna
like-
kink shame. I don't care. That's your thing. I'm not gonna insult you for what you enjoy. That's just you,
If
bro.
it-
That's just your body. That's just your, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna care.
you know
I'm
what?
gonna laugh at
I'm
it,
gonna-
but I'm not gonna insult you.
If you're doing it, I think you're weird.
Well, everybody's
like-
weird, bro.
I mean, to some extent. Yeah.
I'm weird. You're weird.
I-
You
I'm
listening
definitely
and
weird.
watching to episode 33
Four.
I'm like, it is 4
34.
of the What Were We Talking About
Welcome.
podcast. Welcome. Interesting topics this week. Yeah. Real quick, I need to make a shout out because I was requested to make a shout out.
Do it.
Remember how I mentioned our family Christmas was postponed because someone got COVID?
Okay.
So we had it on New Year's Eve. Or not New
Alright.
Year's Eve. It was on that Sunday. It was on last Sunday of Nicole's party, that Sunday.
Alright.
So we did our thing. We had like a brunch because we had the ham. So we had the ham, but we also had breakfast. But we also had dinner, potatoes, and all that. It was like an amalgamation of delicious foods. And then we opened our gifts. And there was this one gift with a tag from my cousin Brad, who said to Hunter, or no, it said to Boy, because he calls me Boy, like God of War.
Bring me the boy.
Exactly. He still does it to this day. And it said for like maximum comfort while podcasting.
Oh.
So I will be proud to show off these beautiful, lovely, comfortable slippers that I am
Oh,
now
nice.
wearing and will wear for every episode that we record, and these very American sweat shorts that have a flag on them from Under Armour.
Oh wow.
And I was in dire need of a new pair of sweat shorts, and nobody knew it. So thank you, Brad, for the utmost comfort that I will now always record in each episode.
Yep, he's not gonna change out of them, apparently.
No, I'm never gonna wash them.
Mm-mm.
Never.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I was
comfy.
expecting when you said like comfort, I was expecting it to be like a something like a butt cushion for your seat.
Nah. Nah, just them beautifully crafted slippers for all seasons.
House shoes or no?
House shoes?
Like, are you gonna keep them only in the house or like outside as well?
I mean, I'll wear them outside to like take out the trash, but I'm not gonna like work outside in them.
Okay, so house shoes,
Yeah, I mean,
basically.
I'll wear them outside to go grab stuff, but I'm not gonna wear them anywhere else. They're just comfort shoes. Maybe I'll take them to Dale's if we're hanging out. I'll wear my slippers.
There you go.
You know. But yeah.
Yeah. So, Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. What does this one mean? Are you talking about
This
the show
one?
starring Tim Allen?
Yes, actually. So there was this guy on there, Al.
Pacino.
No,
On the show?
I don't know his name. Yeah, on the show. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But basically, this guy, the same guy, Charlie, Moist Critical, he covered this as well. He was talking about NFTs and how this guy from Home Improvement, he's making his own NFTs.
Do you say Al?
Al, I think it's Borgland or something like
is.
that.
Richard Carr.
Yeah. Richard Karn, yeah. So he was talking about the little Richards that are going to pop up. And basically there's like different tiers of NFTs that you can like invest in. And it's just funny because you're going to see a lot of new people, like a lot of celebrities get into the NFT space. And they're going to think like, basically you're just going to take a little bit of art or like a selfie and post it and expect millions. But that's not how it's going to work.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know?
But,
So
people also
basically
have fads.
you're going to see these little Richards popping up.
Cool.
Yeah. And that's really my talk on that. I mean, it wasn't too much, but it's just funny how, I don't know, NFTs are...
NFTs I still don't understand, but I also don't care because it's like, wow, you have some footage of a thing. What if you just
I think...
broadcasted that and I screen recorded it? I also have it. I don't care if your name's on the damn patent. I own footage of it now. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is like, because they're talking about like they were doing some stuff for like Matrix. Like they were selling NFTs or something for it, for the new movie. And someone asked him about it in an interview, and Carrie-Anne Moss was also in an interview, but like he was just like, he had the same reactions like, yeah, but can people just record that? It's like, he's not wrong.
I mean, he's taking the piss out of it
because it's stupid.
It's dumb. It's dumb. Yeah.
Stupider than Bitcoin.
Okay. Bitcoin. That's a different story.
Bitcoin has gotten better because it's actually like kind of tangible now.
Yeah, and it's all about the decentralized technology that comes with it. You know, you don't want the money in the government's hands. You know, you want it separate.
That's
from
why
them.
you keep all your money under your mattress.
Yeah, no.
Don't use a bank. Keep it under your mattress.
Yeah, eventually Bitcoin is going to be normal. It's going to be normalized.
Sure.
We're going to see it in day to day.
I mean, I don't have any interest in it, but maybe I
do.
will once it gets like becomes like centralized in normal culture.
Yeah.
It's like stocks.
think
It's
once-
like, I don't care that much to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm interested in it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean with NFTs it's just like, hey, let me just right click this image and save it.
Yeah.
Now it's
The
mine.
freaking I remember when they were selling Charlie Bit My Finger. And
Yeah.
they're like, we are going to wipe this from every possible digital network. It's still on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know how many people can just download YouTube to MP4 or whatever and just keep it? It's like,
Yeah.
screw you.
Nothing is sacred.
No, nothing is sacred
On the internet?
or goes away. It's like
Yes,
even like
true.
like I know they're still trying very hard with all this stuff currently. Unis Annus.
Mm,
You could still look up, just type in Unis Annus archive. Full videos will pop up that people have like
mm.
downloaded and re-uploaded. It's like they're
Th-
trying
That's unfortunate.
they're still trying to like knock all those down, and they're slowly getting at it. But like yeah, people are still being shitheads and not, you know, they
Yeah.
want to be the ones that have it.
I mean, I wonder who else has it.
I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it
I
anymore?
downloaded all the videos when I made that compilation thing
Mm-hmm.
on like the final day. But then I deleted all the videos because it was like my full hard drive was full of all these videos.
I see. I
So
see.
it's like I'm not gonna watch all of these. That's not the point of why I downloaded them. I downloaded them so I could clip them out and make something of them.
Yeah.
So that's all I have is just the video that I made, the highlight video, which they said they're fine with those. Like Unis Honest out of context, the little highlight videos and the tribute videos, they're gonna leave those because those are
Yeah.
record of what there was, not just literally taking what there was in full and throwing it up online. So
Yeah. I wonder what they're up to nowadays.
you don't keep up with them.
I haven't. I haven't in a
No.
while.
Mark is doing another like show. Do you remember
Oh yeah.
a heist with Markiplier? Did you ever watch that?
I
That
never
like his
watched it,
big
but I
thing
know.
that he did.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I know he's doing a
He's
second
doing it,
one.
yeah. Markiplier in space or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that right now. He just finished that, and they're doing post on it or something. It's coming out in the near future, I believe.
And I know Ethan's doing like a show, like a tour.
Yeah, he's touring right now, some comedy tour. He's back with his girlfriend, his ex.
Yeah,
he's back
I saw
with,
that. Mika?
Mika. I was gonna say Mia, but that's not right. It's Mika. Yeah. He's got his long hair still. Mark cut his. He moved, I think.
He moved?
I think so. He's got his own. He's got a bigger place now because he's got that Unis Honest money.
Wait, Ethan or Mark?
Ethan.
Oh yeah, Ethan moved.
moved.
Yeah, that was
Dude, that dude's place is so nice. Like he's got like a camera room, which just has like, it's a filmmaker's dream. It's like, oh my gosh,
that's sick.
it's a cool house, cool place.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just trucking through, doing their thing. But yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So what's that?
So I was
What's that last thing you got on there?
So okay, I was only gonna bring this up like momentarily,
Go ahead.
but it's
Now is the
it's
moment.
the one it's the 1 year anniversary of the Capitol riots.
Who cares?
I know. I just saw it. I just saw it online.
I don't care.
Man, let's just say that America's a mess.
America's been a mess since it was America.
America's since been been a mess since I've known it.
America's been a mess before it was America. Before when it was
True.
being colonized and pretty much taken.
I mean, not pretty much, but exactly
Yes. Have you seen you should watch, this movie is hilarious and it makes fun of everything. It's called America the Motion Picture.
that. I've never heard of it.
It's an R-rated animated movie about the American Civil War.
Okay.
It's hilarious. Channing Tatum plays George Washington.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's so funny. The motion picture. I forgot who wrote it, but it's one of the guys. Who wrote this movie? It was people that I remembered from other things. Dave Callahan. What did he do? IMDb. Oh, he wrote the second Zombieland movie. He's done all the Expendables. And then it was directed by Matt Thompson, who, if this will load, I can look at the things that he's done. That's what it is. The director is the the guy that produces Archer. You know the show Archer?
Oh. Yeah,
and,
that's cool.
And now the TV series Hit Monkey.
Hit Monkey?
Hit Monkey.
Monkey!
So yeah, so it's that art style, but it's that kind of like crude humor and kind of like Archer-esque setting. The trailer's hilarious.
Ugh.
What?
Bro, what is this?
I don't know. I can't see your screen.
225-pound ball of human hair breaks Guinness World Record.
Cool. And
That's gross.
cool, bro. Cool story, bro.
My bad. I got distracted.
No, you're
while you were
fine. You're
talking.
fine. I kind of want to show you the trailer for the movie because it's funny. And
Okay,
I wanna
show me
see
it,
what
yeah.
you'd think. Let me go to YouTube here. Man, it's on
That's-
Netflix as well. If you want to watch it, anybody? America, the motion picture trailer. This one. Yeah. It's so stupid. All right. There, that. Boom, bow, bada bop, boom, pow.
Pow.
And then I'll go ahead and turn that back on. Do this, change that.
But I'm not a rapper.
Open this, throw that up. Look at that. And everybody else can see it too. Here we go. I'll go ahead and turn on that.
America.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm George Washington. Let's go start a fucking revolution.
Oh my gosh.
Ding dong! It's America, motherfucker!
Did you practice that line in the car on your way here?
What the fuck is a car? Holy shit.
Hello, Gav. Oi, Gav.
I can't ask you to go in there with me.
Yeah, good, because no.
Great. Good luck.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
So you want me, a black dude, to play lookout for you while you break the law?
Historically accurate. Real story. Don't tread on me, bro.
I'm talking real
Killer Mike.
heavy hitters.
No, not the mouth. Nice. It looks pretty good.
It's funny. What was the difference?
Did you practice that
Who
on
are
the
you?
way here in the car?
I don't
What
wanna
the
see
frick
it.
is a car?
What is this? Is this the same trailer?
I think so.
You go in there with
Yes, it is. That's the other thing I was forgetting. It was this. It's the same people as Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
wait a minute.
It's funny. Yeah,
And it's totally accurate, too.
absolutely. Big Ben was there as a transforming robot. There was a wizard.
Abe Lincoln was there.
Abe Lincoln was a ghost.
How? He wasn't even
Because-
born yet?
Exactly. Everything makes sense. Abe Lincoln and George Washington were best friends. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're right.
You gotta know your history. You gotta read up. Are you a reader? Do you read?
I do read, actually.
What do you read besides the Bible?
I read the Bible.
I said besides.
Okay. First of all, I read. I read articles sometimes, but also I read a book by Mike Todd. It was called Crazy Faith. I read that last month or the month before. I finished it in December, I think, the beginning of December.
There you go.
And then I was going to start this other book that my mom gave me. It's like a financial book. It's like Know Your Money or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know my money.
I don't know either.
I got my money. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a money.
Yes.
So you're like if you're gonna read something, you want to read something like beneficial to
Yeah,
your
some-
life. You're not like a fantasy book reader, like a nonfiction,
Nah.
or no,
that's-
sorry, a fiction reader, or like. I know you're not really into comics, obviously. I feel like we've had that talk before.
Nonfiction is kind of where I'm at.
Gotcha.
Anything that's like educational is like kind of cool, but also
Yeah.
like fun.
It depends. It depends.
If you can merge the educational part and the fun part, I
Yeah.
like that.
I'm getting into reading, I'll say.
Okay.
Getting
Like what-
outside.
like Shakespeare.
No, like outside of comic books and into like tangible novels.
Okay. Like what are you reading?
Currently, let me grab it. After I move the comic book off of the top of it, you know what? I'll shout it out too.
Also, I can't see you.
Oh, that's right. I need to share my screen back. You're just looking at
Nothing.
nothing. There we go. Let me grab this off of. Hey, if you ever want to pick up a comic, pick up DC's Final Crisis. It's pretty good. You know, there's a comic book plug for the week. But I'm reading Dave Grohl's The Storyteller,
Ooh.
which is
An
pretty much
autobiography?
kinda. It's like a collection of stories. So it's
Okay.
like he tells a collection of like memories and stories that he's had all the way from a kid till now. So it's like, and
So
it's kind of like an autobiography, but it's not like he's not like talking about
Yeah.
his life and his journey. He's talking about like little events that like shaped his life. Not
yeah.
specifically like in order,
Yeah.
like
It's not
like
like-
you're watching it unfold.
It's just what can we compare it to? It's like little tidbits of his life. Yeah.
Yeah, like the first story is about like his first time on a stage as a kid at a jazz club, like when he went up and played with a famous jazz musician, and then that like led into him talking about seeing his daughter on stage for the first time. And then the next story was about his first like heartbreak in 7th grade with the girl that he liked, and like how he saw her years later at a concert of his own, and all this stuff, like these little things that shaped his life, about like his injuries that he's had as a kid until he broke his leg off stage or whatever. You've heard that story, right?
Huh? The what?
The injury that he had when he fell off the stage performing,
Yeah, I saw that.
and he busted his leg, his ankle or whatever.
And then he like performed in like this huge throne.
Yeah, the rock throne. So yeah, I'm like 60-something pages into 300 and something, so
Wow.
nice read.
Hunter reading?
hey, I'm getting into it. I bought the book because it was Dave Grohl,
Yeah.
and I was interested in his things that he had to say. But also, Sophie's rubbing off on me because she's a big reader.
What is she reading?
She reads fiction and fantasy a lot.
Like what?
Like
Anything we would know?
That I don't know if you would know. She just
Twilight?
No, she just finished what's it called?
Harry Potter.
No, it was a series that she just finished. I have a picture of the book somewhere in here. Here it is. Do you know of His Dark Materials?
No.
No.
I only know
That
of
is
his
a-
light materials.
Well, that is a very popular book series. She's read all those. I think she's finished by now. It's called The Amber Spyglass. She's big into fiction.
I love that word, amber.
Amber.
It just gives me this nice like warm honey feeling.
It's like it like connects to like your energy. Like it's the color of it or something.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. But yeah, she's a big fantasy reader, so I always wanted to get into like do you know Jason Bourne, the movies, the Bourne movies, like Bourne Identity and all that? Those
Yes.
books that those movies are based off of. I always wanted to read those.
There are books?
Yeah, they're based off of books. Robert Ludlum. Yeah. There's
I
like
did not know that.
14 Jason Bourne books, but the first 3 books are what the first 3 movies were quote unquote based upon. So I always wanted to read those like for years, but I've just never actually got around to buying the book.
Mm-hmm.
There was a funny Christmas because I put them on like I put it out for like Christmas, like, hey, I kind of want these books, guys. So
Mhm.
I wanted the Jason Bourne series, which was just the first 3 books. They came together in a thing. But for Christmas, somebody gave me the Jason Bourne series, the 3 movies together
Oh, rip,
instead of the
dude.
books. So I was like, cool. All right, I'll keep it because, I like the
Close enough.
movies. But, and then I never got around to actually getting the books later on.
When was that?
Years ago. I was back in high school.
Oh, okay.
And then I played The Witcher 3,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to read these books.
Wait, The
And
Witcher
then
has books too?
The Witcher is based off of a book series, bro.
I had no idea, dude.
There's like 8 books for The Witcher, and then the games take place after the books.
Wow.
And then the Netflix series is based off of the books.
Interesting.
So I'm probably going to dive into the Witcher books if I can.
What is The Witcher even about?
The Witcher is high fantasy. Witchers are these mutated people that go through a process as a child, only boys, usually, that go through this like mutative process to become enhanced and like superhuman kind of people, and they
Mhm.
track and they're created to protect people, track down and kill monsters.
Makes
So
sense.
the book follows a specific Witcher named Geralt of Rivia,
Yes.
and like his
Henry
story.
Cavill.
Yeah, and then it follows him through this journey of destiny.
Throw a coin to your Witcher.
It's toss a coin, my friend.
Toss a coin. Whatever.
Toss a coin.
Not like I freaking know, dude.
Hey.
That's like the only thing I somewhat know.
Yeah. So yeah, the books were its own thing, and then they came out with the games, but the games took place after the books. And then the Netflix series is based off of the books, like pretty heavily.
Oh,
So
we should have a book club.
a book club. Would you want to read those types of books though?
No. I mean-
Then there wouldn't be much of a club.
You should start a book club with your girlfriend.
Sure. And then there is a book that I've already purchased that will be here tomorrow.
Okay.
There is a novelization of the game God of War.
Bring me the boy.
And I love the game and I love that story. So I figured what better way to get into reading than with something I already like and am familiar with.
Bring me the book.
Absolutely. So it's like it's a more in-depth novelization of the story in the game. So it's like, sweet. I want more of that world. I'll read it. That's something I can like actually enjoy because I know I already enjoy it. So
Holy crap. That's dope.
yeah, what did you just freak out about though?
Dude. my like my toe that's next to like my pinky toe was like twitching like this, and I was like, what is going on with my foot?
Interesting.
Yeah, so I just got freaked out about that.
Very interesting.
But that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's sick.
I'll be getting in the reading. We can have some book reviews on the podcast now.
Book review, baby.
But like those are the 2 series I'm interested in right now. It's Witcher and then the Bourne books. I want to do Witcher first because I feel like I would enjoy that more because I know less of that. I've gotten a taste
Yeah.
from the games and I've gotten a taste from the series, but like, okay, there's a lot more in depth here in the books that I can find and enjoy. The movies, I've seen all those movies. I kind of know what to expect, so I'm fine with waiting on those.
Yeah.
So
I
that's been on my radar.
that's sick.
And then I haven't read any comic books recently besides Final Crisis. I haven't gotten any new ones lately, so maybe I'll go to my local comic shop, Torpedo Comics at the Orange Circle. Shout out. They're pretty dope.
Dude, last time I went to a comic store was like years ago, and I went to go get some dice. I don't know if I think I still have my dice, but it's like, you know, D&D dice, how it's like you have a D20, a D4, a
Bruh,
D8.
I watched Critical
like,
Role.
oh yeah, of course.
I was watching
duh.
it before we started recording. It's like it's Thursday night, bro.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
watching it
I
before
don't
we got
know.
on.
I don't know why like I didn't
Yeah.
connect that right
Yeah.
away. Of course, you know what
D20,
freaking-
D10, percentage die. Hit me with all of them. D4, D6,
yeah,
D8.
yeah. But I had some, and
Alright.
or well, I still do. But I went to a comic store and I got some, and there's one that I have. It's like green and gold, and that was like my goblin set of dice.
Yeah.
Because I would play a goblin in D&D,
Yeah.
and everybody was kind of like, they didn't really like me too much because I was playing a goblin, so it's like, you know, they were in character. They were not too trustworthy, or like goblins aren't too trustworthy, so they're kind of skeptical. It's like, oh, we're gonna let this goblin in our group, okay? Like, what the heck? And I had this like, hey, you gabagool, you know, I'm walking here. That was like the accent that I gave it, gave the
Hey.
goblin. It was like this, you know, this like New York type accent. And yeah, his name was Gultrix, Gultrix. I don't know how I came up with that name, but eventually I ended up making a World of Warcraft character that was a goblin mage, named Gultrix. That was, I think, either I made the character first on WoW, and then I made the D&D character, or vice versa.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I was a wizard. I was a goblin wizard, and it was fun because I was killing people, bro. I was shooting them with fire bolts and whatnot, and like just
Firebolt.
farting on them.
Yeah. Sounds like fun. Speaking of Critical
Yeah,
Role,
yeah.
boy got a Critical Role shirt.
Ooh,
Eyes of
Okay.
9. Look at that.
find us. What does it say? Another finds
Another
us?
finds their way home, I believe. Or another
Oh.
finds another finds us finds their way home, which
What
is
does that
a
mean?
play on their second campaign that they finished earlier this year or last year, I guess. The Eyes of 9 were like this group of people that were the evil dudes, and they had all these eyes over their body. There was 9 of them, and they gave them powers, and they were in like this ritualistic cult. And on the back, there's like this city that makes up the words. It's like this fleshy humanoid city that would come to life, and that they had to prevent from being released into the world from its pocket dimension.
Interesting.
So that was like the whole and the overall antagonist of the second campaign was this Eyes of 9, and they came out with a shirt that has 9 eyes on it, and then it has the city on the back. And that was like, they would speak in like this weird like hive mind thing, and they would say stuff like that, like "Welcome home, another finds their way," and they'd say all these weird things. It was creepy. And then it glows in the dark. All the eyes glow in the dark. And then at the bottom,
that's
where it
crazy.
says "home," that also glows in the dark. So I was like, "That's a cool shirt. I enjoyed the campaign. I'll get a shirt." So
Okay,
got the shirt.
but yours doesn't glow in the dark.
It will when it's dark out.
Oh,
And it's got to
I
charge.
wasn't sure if that was like.
Well, no, it's like glow in the dark shirts. They got to charge in the sun first.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't sure if yours also glowed in
Yeah.
the dark, or if it was just that one shirt that you were talking about.
No, it's the same shirt. All the white on the shirt will glow in the dark. So like all the outline
I
of the
see.
eyes will glow in the dark,
Oh.
and then how it says "home" in white with the eye, that'll also glow in the dark.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Do you remember those glow in the dark like stars and whatnot that you'd like put on your ceiling?
I had them,
as
yeah.
a kid?
I had them
Dude,
on my
those were the
ceiling.
Those are so fun.
I also had
love-
a Batman. Like, you know, like
Dude,
those things that would hang from a string and you turn it on and they would sit there and they'd spin?
Maybe.
You never had one of those? So it's like, it was like a plane or a jet or something, but mine was like a Batman, and he was like in like gliding position.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think I know
it
what
would
you're talking
hang from like the string or whatever, and you would turn the motor on and it would just propel itself in a circle.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had
see what you're
that
talking
in the
about.
ceiling and then a whole bunch of stars. So
Dude, I low-key want to have those on my ceiling again.
yeah, just get the ones that
Just
are
like-
more professional looking and not the glow green child ones.
No, I want the glow green ones.
All right. Put them on your back wall.
Dude.
Fill them up.
Nah, it's you get it gets all gunky, like the little things that you paste it on with.
Yeah, the glue.
Yeah, no, not glue. It's like a putty or something.
I don't know.
Anyways, but what are we even talking about?
I don't know.
Get it.
Mark's talking to his family.
Vad säger du om?
Did you just say COVID?
Igen. No. Där vet jag.
Ooh.
Mitt tidspads.
Getting that in-depth conversation with Mark
Ja.
and his home life in a different language.
Me.
Welcome to your history class for Hungarian. Next week's assignment will be to translate all of this and have it back to us. And whoever gets the closest can win acknowledgement.
Apparently, I'm going to the jacuzzi.
Cool. Jacuzzis
After
are
this.
fun. Well, we are about at that time. Unless you have
Pretty
anything
much.
else you'd like to say, my nerdy book reading, Critical Role D&D rant wrap up seems like a pretty good bookend to episode
Yeah.
34 of the What Were We Talking
I
About
ran out of-
podcast.
I ran out of things to say a long time
Mark
ago.
ran out of things to say, but that's okay because I came prepared this time.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I wanted to talk about reading, so I came up with the perfect segue, which only came up because we talked about America the Motion Picture, which got me to talk about history, which got me to talk about do your reading, and then I asked you the reading question. That was the only purpose of asking that question,
Okay.
so I could talk about reading and nerdiness.
reading.
And then
All
you
right.
brought up the dice, which made me go on my Critical Role rant.
Sheesh.
So, hey, you filled the space with Tangents Tings.
Tangent things.
Our original name for this podcast, Tangent Tings. I'm glad we didn't do it.
Oh
Because
my God, I'm
neither
so
of
glad we
us
didn't.
are from any sort of culture or area on Earth that would say tings.
Oi, man's got the tangent things, you
Yeah,
know?
we're not that or anything else. So I'm glad we didn't do that.
Bro, sometimes I wish, like...
We also had
I was-
Tangent Tuesdays. That was another one, but that would
yeah.
limit us to doing things on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So I like what we
Anyways.
got.
What we got is
What
fine.
we got.
It's good.
But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This week has been a nerdy week. But hey, that's cool. You do you. We don't kink shame. We don't weird shame. We don't do any of that.
we
Like-
don't weird
We don't
shame.
weird shame. You like your farts? Cool. You like D&D? Cool. You like to read? Sick. You like to hang out and be lazy? Cool. Why not?
If you like to play D&D while you're reading a book and fart while your friends are at the table,
Then fantastic.
that's also cool.
That's a day well lived.
You know what? That's a full
That's
life.
a full life. But enough from us.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
We're
Thank you
out.
for listening. We will see you next week.
Ciao.
Adios.